Hello Taurus, and welcome to your January 2022 video. Okay, Happy New Year! Now January kicks off with the Venus retrograde that started on December 19th of 2021, right? And it'll be staying in retrograde until the 29th of January 2022. Now Venus is retrograding and it is your ruler. It rules over finance, rules over love, it rules over our relationships, it rules over people from the past re-entering our lives, relationship changes, conflicts, drama, all of those kinds of things. Now, Venus retrograde is in your ninth house. It's not great to start a relationship though during a Venus retrograde. Give yourself time and space. At the end of the retrograde, you can think about it. Like, is this really going somewhere? Sometimes we can meet people during a Venus retrograde, and oftentimes after the retrograde come February, March, it doesn't really work out. So give yourself the space and time to reevaluate your relationships. Remember, that's what Venus retrograde is about. It retrogrades, it goes in this way in order for us to really look at what we value, who do we value, how do we value ourselves, what's important to us, what makes us feel good. It's more about yourself and self-care and what it is that you wish to see for yourself within your relationships. So give yourself space and time when it comes to making any serious relationship decisions. The Venus retrograde will be happening in your ninth house. This is about spiritual understanding and awakening. This is great for travel, adventure, gaining a new perspective, connecting to people from different cultures as well, connecting to people from foreign lands. Connection is what's very important during this Venus retrograde. On the 2nd, right, we have a new moon happening in this ninth house. So once again, it's about spiritual understanding. It's about, whatever skills too that you have, taking it to the next level. Like when we talk about the ninth house, it's ruled by Sagittarius. It's where we basically get higher education. So if we've been learning things throughout the year, this is where you take whatever you've learned and put into better use, actually gaining experience with it, even teaching others, training others, learning. There's a lot of learning going on for you, especially through this Venus retrograde too. You're learning about yourself, you're learning about your skills, you're learning continuously. And what I love about the ninth house is that it's about learning through experience, learning through people, learning through communication. Yes, you've read facts, right? That's the house of Gemini. You've got all the information, you went through the process of, getting those things in. But the ninth house is like, okay, so now you've done all the things where you've actually wrote the notes, studied on it, gotten the information. What you're going to do with the information is ninth house. What are you going to do with what you know? How are you going to experience it? And that's the fun part of it, being an adventure. Also, it's great during the ninth house to have an adventure, to gain a different perspective, to go somewhere different, to do something new, to enlighten yourself. We all need new experiences, and new experiences are truly beautiful for giving us a different feel. It rules over travel to the ninth house, so actually doing those kinds of things. On the 3rd, Mercury joins Saturn, right, in your 10th house. You'll be thinking a lot about your career goals, especially when it comes to Saturn, the structure, the way you want to put things into order. Mercury has you thinking about your career, your goals, your life's direction, your rewards. How do you move forward, and the work that you put into life? What work are you putting in? So whatever you're doing every single day, we are all working on something. There's some project, there's some goal. Whether you don't have a job, whether you're in retirement, whether it's about painting, whether it's about a garden, whether you're taking care of children, whether you are studying, you are working towards a goal within your life. And Mercury has you thinking about those goals, the sense of direction, and Saturn offers you the structure to it. Be able to put things into structured form of what you want to see, that you want to accomplish within your life. So utilize that. Any paperwork you need to sign it before the 15th. Right? Mercury goes into retrograde by the 14th. So by the 15th, please, any paperwork you need to sign it before then. Any documentation you need to read it before then and sign before then if you can. If you have to do Junior Mercury retrograde, read and reread and read the fine print to make sure you know exactly what you are signing. When it comes to any changes you want to make in your work and career, do it before the 15th, when Mercury goes into retrograde. It's a more introspective time and not really making major decisions. It's great for completion of things that you started before the Mercury retrograde. So anything you started before, you can complete. And as well as, because it's in your 10th house, say you had a dream of something you wanted to do a while back, it can come around during the Mercury retrograde. Okay? It can come around in the Mercury retrograde where all of a sudden, say there's some dream or some goal you want to accomplish and you forgot about it, or maybe it didn't work out before. Mercury retrograde can actually put in a way that actually works out now for you. On the 17th, we have a full moon in your third house. This is about communication and understanding how we communicate the information that we're reading, the information that we're learning, and how we express it to others. So the full moon is about releasing, letting go. If there's any way in which you're communicating that can be hard, harsh or hurtful, think about your communication. Think about what you're putting out when it comes to communication so you can have better communication with others, especially during a Mercury retrograde. Okay, especially during a Mercury retrograde. So that full moon is wanting you to release how you communicate, release how others communicate to you as well. Maybe someone is saying something that's inappropriate. It's about letting them know, expressing yourself, and seeing how you can basically bring healing to the situation, especially if the person's apologetic. Allow for that. Also, gossip can come around during that time, so especially during the full moon, you can hear people saying certain things, especially when it comes to the third house. It's a lot about chatter. Don't give in to that energy. Remember to be honest and truthful and stay authentic to yourself. On the 20th, the sun moves into this 10th house, and the sun illuminates your career, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. A lot about goals, not about dreams. A lot about things you're putting through and the things that you're learning in order to master and bring mastery to your life. Okay? On the 25th, Mars moves into this 9th house. You're taking action. There's a wanting to travel. There's wanting to have an adventure. There's a wanting to try new things. There's a wanting to experience life. There's an expansion of growth and prosperity that's happening for you, Taurus. And it wants you to enjoy life. And the way that we enjoy life is through experience. It's also about teaching. It's also about taking all the information that you have learned and now putting it to better use. It's about reading to even gaining further information. This is where our ability to learn reaches a new level where we expand on what we know and we use it within our day-to-day life. So it's about learning, it's about studying, it's about experience, and we also learn through experience. It's all that energy. It's about spiritual awakening, understanding. That's the energy of it in the 9th house. Truly allow it to bless your life. It is a beautiful transit. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website's linked down below if you'd like a reading, as well as a link if you appreciate these videos.